Here's everything you need to know about Ford's brand new Maverick. Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Shifting Lanes. My name's Chad, and today before we get into the Maverick, we need to take a trip down memory lane. A few decades ago, Subaru had the bright idea of taking one of their regular wagons, jacking it up, giving it more ground clearance. Their creation ended up being the Outback. The Outback had all the comfort of a car, but with that extra ground clearance and all-wheel drive, it was significantly more capable when the pavement ended. It was a sales hit, and today's crossovers that are literally everywhere owe their existence to Subaru's bright idea. A few years later, Subaru had another idea. What if they lopped off the back and added a bed instead? The thinking behind it was, people love the Outback, but they love pickup trucks more. Let's give people both. And just like that, the Subaru Baja was born. The Baja wasn't exactly a huge sales hit. However, the idea of taking a crossover and making a pickup truck out of it is starting to come back into favor. Hyundai just recently announced the Santa Cruz, and Ford is joining the party with the brand new Maverick. Before we move on, guys, I just want to take a second. If you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. It really helps us out. If you're new to the channel and want to find your way back, consider subscribing with notifications on. That way you get all the Shifting Lanes content as we release it. The Maverick is aimed squarely at buyers who want some of the capability of a truck but don't want an enormous vehicle that is inefficient and difficult to park. They want the ability to go to Home Depot and carry more stuff than a traditional crossover while still having the room for the family and maintaining a crossover's excellent fuel mileage. So what exactly is the Maverick, and is this idea of a crossover-based pickup truck actually going to catch on this time? Or is the Maverick and the Santa Cruz, are they going to be a clever idea, but like the Baja, never really catch on? Something that was effectively a niche vehicle that in a few years goes by the wayside. Based on the Bronco Sport, the new Maverick slots in below Ford's midsize Ranger. It is the first pickup truck to come with as standard a hybrid drivetrain. As such, it boasts an estimated 40 miles per gallon in the city. The small size makes it easy to park, and it is maneuverable in tight situations. There's room for 5 adults and plenty of storage space. You get an 8-inch touchscreen display as standard. It features Apple CarPlay with Android Auto. It also includes Ford Pass Connect and Ford Copilot 360, which includes automatic emergency braking and automatic high beam headlights. You get all of this for an immensely reasonable price tag of $19,995. The Maverick also features Ford's FlexiBed. It features a multi-position tailgate, slots to use lumber to subdivide the bed, 12 available anchor points, 2 12-volt 20-amp power sources at the back, plus the option for 2 110-volt outlets for powering laptops or a tailgate party. Buyers will also have 2 engine options. In addition to the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, there will also be an electric motor for a combined power output of 191 horsepower. In hybrid trim, this will power the front wheels only via continuously variable automatic transmission. Those seeking all-wheel drive will have to opt for the non-hybrid 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. This chucks out an impressive 250 horsepower and comes with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The Maverick will come in multiple trim levels, ranging from a base model, which comes in under $20,000, to the Lariat, which comes in just under $30,000. All models will come with a 4.5-foot bed that offers 1,500 pounds of payload capacity and can fit 18 sheets of 4x8 3/4-inch plywood without having to load them at an angle. Standard towing comes in at 2,000 pounds, though that can be increased to 4,000 with the optional turbocharged engine and towing pack, roughly a $5,000 option. As a point of comparison, the aforementioned Santa Cruz can tow 5,000 pounds. When compared to a traditional pickup truck, these towing and payload capacity numbers aren't exactly noteworthy. However, what Ford and Hyundai have figured out is that the average pickup truck buyer doesn't use their truck to its fullest capability. As an example, a couple years ago I did a video on the Ram 1500. In that video I asked, why are trucks the best-selling vehicles in America? It's because people like my coworker, well, she drives a full-size pickup truck, and yes, sometimes they use it to haul around stuff, but the vast majority of time, the truck is being used to go to and from work. As a vehicle to do that, trucks aren't great. They don't get great gas mileage, like I said, so why not make a vehicle that can do gas mileage, can do comfort, can carry the kids and the family around, and also carry some stuff when the need arises? The Maverick and the Santa Cruz are perfect examples of effectively manufacturers identifying a need, identifying a consumer, and then building a vehicle specifically for them. This brings me to another important factor. More important to today's truck buyer than towing, payload capacity, is comfort. The basic Maverick includes a tilt and telescoping steering wheel with audio controls, remote keyless entry, and adjustable lumbar support for the front seats. The 8-inch touchscreen display, complete with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, all comes as standard. Opt for a higher trim level and you get things like dual zone climate control, ambient interior lighting, and power front seats. In addition, the higher trim levels will receive satellite radio and an upgraded Bang & Olufsen stereo system with wireless smartphone charging capability. As for safety features, you get an automated emergency braking system as standard. Optional extras include lane departure warning with lane keeping assist and adaptive cruise control. As for styling, the Maverick is a fairly handsome vehicle. It will fit right in with Ford's other pickup trucks and doesn't fall into that over-styling trap that so many new vehicles do. If I had to nitpick, I'm not 100% sold on the front grille. From some angles, it's okay. From others, it looks a bit too cutesy for my tastes. However, like so many cars, the exterior is a matter of personal preference, and the Maverick is still, like I said before, a very handsome vehicle. Lastly, we're going to touch on suspension. Effectively, what the Maverick has when you're on road and when the pavement ends. The Maverick suspension up front sports independent McPherson strut type suspension with coil springs, twin tube hydraulic shocks, and aluminum lower control arms. Front wheel drive models will get an independent twist beam suspension with coil springs in the rear. All wheel drive models will have a multi-link trailing arm style suspension with hydraulic dampers and coil springs in the rear. It should come as no surprise at this point that this is not your conventional pickup truck. Like I said before, this is Ford and Hyundai identifying a segment in the market and building a vehicle specifically for that segment. This is not a truck for your contractor, your plumber, your construction worker, your electrician, etc. This is not a truck for those people. This isn't even a truck for your weekend warriors who have a big ass boat to haul around all the time, or a trailer, or any of that sort of stuff. This is a pickup truck for the average person who every now and again needs a bed in the back to haul around more stuff than the average crossover can handle. The question is, will these types of vehicles stick this time? Will the crossover-based pickup truck actually gain traction, or will it end up being an automotive oddball much like the Baja, where it appeals to a few but is forgotten by a lot of people? Only really time will tell with these types of vehicles. I can say personally, I believe these vehicles are going to catch on. They just make way too much sense not to. You're going to have way more utility than a traditional crossover, and you're going to get that benefit of good gas mileage, things like that. Remember, gas mileage is king right now, and that's something trucks just simply do not do well. Even the best, like Ford's EcoBoost, do not do gas mileage well. You'll be lucky to get 30 miles per gallon out of one of those trucks. These trucks offer you the capability to go get a bunch of plywood from the hardware store and take the kids to soccer practice and do it while getting really good gas mileage. But as for this video, that's going to be it. If you want to follow Shifting Lanes on social media, we're at Shifting Lanes. I personally am at Chenedy83. Crossover-based pickup trucks, I think they're kind of the future. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But for this one, that's a wrap, and I'll catch you next time.